Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to PyroFalkon's Streaming Sundays. Today is November 15th, and you are watching Streaming Sundays live on hitbox.tv/PyroFalkon LPE. A link is in the video description. Or hopefully you're watching it live, because if you're watching it on YouTube, you are going to miss some fun audience participation. You can join us every Sunday at 8 p.m. Did I just already say the time? A link is in the video description for the channel and this game, which is available on Steam, and I believe the game is only $10. You should totally play it, and buy it, and then play it. Today's game is Orion Trail, which is basically Oregon Trail in space. This is audience participation, and the viewers will get to vote on what they want to do. Do you have your laptop on you?
I do.
Because you get to vote too, and I
Yay!
will.
Yay!
And I will exist only to break ties. So we're gonna click the right goddamn thing first. And what you are seeing is the game in action, like it's very pixelated, retro graphics, whatever. And there are multiple missions, 6 missions, as you can see. I don't know why I'm talking, because you can see it. We're going to start on newbie mode, even though...
Bleh.
You all right
Sorry.
there?
Yeah, I swallowed a raccoon earlier, and it's trying to claw its way back out.
All right. So here we have our roster of peeps we're going to, draft, and we need to draft 4 officers, including our captain. So right off the bat, I'm putting up a poll. God damn it, the poll reset on me. I had the template all set. Choose our next path. Option 1. So while I'm typing this bullshit, most of the game is actually mathematical, and I'm not going to allow sabotage necessarily on this first run. What I'm going to be doing is picking the best option in when we have events. But for branches of our path and for our roster here, you guys in the chat can pick. So, option 1 is Robert J. Duncan IV. Option 2 is Andrew Jensen. Option 3 is Captain Fallon. And while you guys vote in the chat, you can see their stats here. So Robert has 2 in attack, 1 in tactics. Andrew Jensen has 2 in attack and 2 in bravado.
He
and
has
1
more
in
than
science.
1 in tactics. He has 1 in diplomacy and science.
So the stats are additive between all of our peeps. So we could either go all out for one particular stat. We can go try to balance across the board. And then once we get into events, we'll be able to choose our path based on our numbers. So I'm going to leave the polls open for about 1.5 minutes while we play. Hopefully it doesn't feel too stilted, and of course we'll be doing heavy time skips on the YouTube cut. But hopefully for those of you who are watching live on Hitbox, it'll be a lot of fun. You guys get to choose our path, and hopefully we will make it through our space adventure without completely dying. Thumbs up. That would be great. And Did you vote the Akamura?
I did. But
Yay.
No one's choosing the one I chose. Sad face.
And so we've gone 90 seconds. God, a 90-minute vote would be terrible. And option 3, Captain Fallon has won. So Captain Fallon is our buddy, so we're getting 2 points in diplomacy and 3 points in bravado. We can name him, but that would slow me down a little too much right now.
Just change one L to a K. I thought you were going to choose the first L.
What a very easy solution to that problem. All right, so Captain Falcon is here. Now we have to pick our first officer. Once again, we have 3 options. Please choose here. We have Sigve Rin, Loretta Fife, and Annagale Levenger, which I hope I'm pronouncing right. You can see their numbers listed here. And again, it's up to you guys in the chat what strategy you want, whether you want to go all out for a particular number or if you want to try to be balanced across the board. I have played through the game with 1 run. It doesn't seem like either option is inherently better or worse, because there are times when the event requires a butt ton of numbers and you only have particular stats to choose from. There are other times when it doesn't matter and having a wide range of skills is for the best. All right, the fans have voted for option 2 in a very narrow margin, so Loretta Fife is our first officer. Should I just call her the Akamura and be done with this? Just name them after fans? Just leave it at Fife. life. Whatever.
Yeah.
We can do names for a second run. Okay, Chief Engineer, we have Gardenia Verdhart. Let's reset the poll. Gardenia Verdhart, option 1. Rarette Dorsal. It's a mouthful. It's option 2. And Zachary Gary Mort is option 3. Select our Chief Engineer in the comments, please. Lord Arido says, I saw pumpkin spice dog traits, and Kayla says, why is that a thing? I completely agree. I have no idea.
You want to know
why?
why?
Why would dogs give a shit about pumpkin spice?
You want to know why?
Why?
White girls.
What?
That's why that's a thing.
What do you mean, white girls?
The stereotype for pumpkin spice coffee is that it's, like, really only ever massively consumed by white girls. White girls love pumpkin spice.
Didn't you say you love pumpkin spice? That's
I
actually...
love pumpkin pie.
Oh, I actually got the pumpkin spice for you. I don't usually like pumpkin spice.
I've never had it before.
Really?
Nope.
It's not all that great. At least not in coffee.
I'm not surprised.
All right, poll is closed on that, and the vote is for option 3, Zachary Gary Mort. And we have one more officer to fill. This is our, I should say one more officer position to fill. This is our communications officer, Ted Barnett, Crud Star Crush.
What a name.
Who should be voted just for his name, or
Dude.
Quista Bergte. Please vote in the poll if you are watching this on Hitbox.
Oh my god, look at what's her name banging away on that keyboard.
I was actually going to mention that, but yes, the poor lady down there, or whoever that is, that red shirt, is beating the shit out of that keyboard. I love it.
Oh, that's Fife.
Is it?
Must be.
So this, the fans...
Unless it's an Ahura joke.
Maybe. Anyway, the fans have chosen Crud Star Crush as our communications officer. He has a 3-point in attack and 0 in everything
read
else.
his biography.
A ruthless Orcron brute from Monstrous 9 who seeks only destruction. Corporal Starcrush is only happy in the heat of battle and can often be heard snorting with glee from his battle station. Can I just remind you, he's a friggin' communications officer?
Yep.
So his entire diplomacy is calling people fuckfaces and waiting until the bullets
that
fall where
will
they
be
may.
like, that guy's my favorite. Just like people like call us up, like, surrender now, and he's just like, fight me.
All right, so you get to choose your ship loadout, which is similar to Orion Trail, where you buy food and whatever. Everything is reduced a little bit. Food and fuel is reduced a bit per turn. Crew is reduced for various things, including away missions, and your hull is reduced if you get into fights. Now, from my first run, it doesn't seem like we get into too many fights early, but we run out of food and fuel pretty quick. So I'm actually going to put 3 points each to, well, we'll go 4 in food, 3 in fuel, and 1 in crew. That should be enough for now. And if we do a second run, I will definitely ask for audience input here, but not for this first run. So, okay, so our ship is here. We have to go all the way over here. That seems like a lot of space, but the game goes pretty quick. But the first option we have here, and the poll is now back up, is we have to go north or south. Whatever you want to call it. So option 1 is an asteroid belt where we can get some food with a threat level of 1. Option 2 is an asteroid belt where we will get a random reward with a threat level of 1. Please choose in the poll where you would like to go. Top asteroid belt, option 1. Bottom asteroid belt, option 2. If you say option 3, I'm not counting your vote, whoever just said option 3. Akamura.
Take a third option. That was not me.
Oh, it wasn't you?
No.
Oh, I figured it was you.
Why?
Because you're a troll and you would do things like that?
No. Not that much of a troll.
So,
I only unintentionally get in the way of efficiency.
Kalo says, big whoop, what a fight about it. The meme of the Irish dude. Does he have a name? The little Irish dude in Family Guy? I can't remember. But, okay. Patty! That's Patty. Okay. Couldn't remember his name.
Of course his name is Patty.
Of course his name is Patty. My favorite Patty moment was in the episode where Peter gets a tank, because he stands in front of the tank and is like, you have a tank, big whoop, want to fight about it? And the tank runs him over, and then backs up over him and then runs him over again. So, fun. God, I love Family Guy. We need to get back to watching that too, because you haven't seen anything from the latest season, I don't think. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart?
It's so freaking good.
So, the fans have voted for the option 1 path. I almost said northern path again, but it's not really northern.
So
it's
much
just,
as it is
yeah,
eastern.
It's not. There is no north, south, east, west in the middle of freaking space.
Sure there is. You just have to find it.
Anyway, we're going this way. God, that sound hurts. Okay. Dimensional rift. Your anomaloculator whirls to life, alerting you to a developing interdimensional rift ahead.
Oh, it
This is your
locates
chance.
anomalies.
Rifts like this one are the pinatas of deep space. Be ready, Freddy. So, this is where we can choose our path, and this is where I was talking about in the beginning where there is usually a best option based on our stats. So we can fly into it, which takes bravado, concentrate all firepower on it, which takes attack, or contain the rift with laser fencing, which takes tactics. Now, for the sake of success on this run, I am going to pick this myself, but in the second run, I can allow sabotage, and maybe we can, well, maybe I can leave it up to the fans. But right now, I'm going for math. Hardcore math. So this is a level 3 for us. This is a level 1 for us. Our best option is concentrate all firepower on the rift. Your gunner makes that funny face he makes. You crack up and issue the order to fire all weapons at the rift. Engage.
The probability drive.
Yep. And this is how we know whether it's a success or a failure. Well then. Eagerly, you watch your volley of missiles fly through the rift. Without warning, the very same volley appears behind you and strikes your ship with full force. Massive damage ensues. How about we not remind me of saying before this whole thing that the hull rarely gets damaged and I'm not going to bother buying points in it? Let's pretend that never existed. Okay, option 1, Class K star with a random reward. Option 2, Green Nebula with a food reward. Please select which path you would like to go in the poll. Class K star is option 1. Green Nebula is option 2.
Option 3 doesn't exist.
I have to say this is going to be kind of a butt to edit, but I like doing it this way for the reasons I stated before the show. And this way, if we ever do get a lot of people, we'll easily be able to... We can, like, doing it this way, I can have audience participation of the thousands or tens of thousands. Not that we'll ever get that big, probably.
Unless you spread the word, do it. Tell your friends.
I'm not Markiplier. I don't
Tell
have an
your
expressive
enemies.
face. I don't have pink hair, and I don't wear a weird fake mustache.
Write it in bathroom stalls.
I have a feeling Markiplier is also 100 pounds lighter than me, yet it's all muscle. He is ridiculous. Have you seen how buff that dude is?
I have.
Do I have a man crush on Markiplier?
You sure do.
A man crush on Markiplier.
You want a kiss on that?
I do not want to kiss on Markiplier.
Sure you do.
I don't have that big of a man crush. Probably the only person I would have... I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Alright, so the poll has closed and option 2 wins, so we are going to the Green Nebula. Hopefully get some food in our bellies. The Grobulus Rex. Shortly after deploying a routine foraging expedition on a nearby jungle world, you receive an emergency request. A sweaty corporal explains that the team is being chased by a Grobulus Rex, the most feared alpha predator in the sector. And based on our numbers, orbital bombardment is our best option. You order your weapons officer to lock in on the team's distress signal. Theoretically, dropping bombs slightly behind them should take care of the problem. Yeah, let's see if it does. Lord Ariados says, "I don't want to kiss on any dudes. I want to kiss on you when you're wearing Moogle pajamas."
Let's set up a friggin' GoFundMe to get Moogle pajamas? I don't know.
Sure enough, you're able to calculate the team's course of retreat and land a precision payload on the pursuing creature. Judging by the Rex stakes that the team returns with, it was super effective. Moving going on. Good job, everybody. Yay. All right, only one path forward here, the Class U star. Boo. Boo. The vortex. A space vortex opens up in front of you. Your ship's sensors detect an unknown object is emerging from it, headed right your way. So we can prepare to make contact, battle stations, or whatever is coming bears close analysis. Now, one thing about this is we have even numbers on diplomacy and attack, so either of these are theoretically equally good. However, the fact that I sustained some hull damage, you can actually see the negative here on the right side. So if I pick battle stations and we fuck it up, we're going to take hull damage and we don't have much hull damage to give. But we just got some food, so we can risk a little bit of our nummies. And, so I think I'm going to pick green. Math, baby. You practice your universal greetings, put out hors d'oeuvres, and prepare to receive the visitors with diplomacy. Kalo has posted a picture in the chat of a cute Asian, probably girl, wearing Moogle pajamas, and we have an ultra success, critical success. An alien emerges, but is killed in a tragic transporter accident aboard your ship. You hurriedly craft a replica made out of a ham, vegetables, and spaghetti. You beam the alien to its shuttle and evacuate the area before the ruse is discovered. Great. So we lost a few food, but two of our officers, well, me and one of our officers, gained diplomacy points, or rather bravado points, so that will be turned into a 6, I believe. And we are in good shape. Okay, back to the polls. We can go to a Class B Dwarf Star. Let's reset the poll there. Class B Dwarf Star is option 1. We can get a random reward. And Class M Star, also with a random reward, is option 2. Both have a threat level of 1. Please let me know in the comments, chat, poll, where you would like to go. The poll is closed, and the fans have chosen to go to option 1. Class B Dwarf Star.
Let's go to the blue one.
Let's go to Buon. Yay, Buon.
Big yellow one's the sun.
Crisis, bad hair day. Your comm screen flashes on. Prepare to meet your annihilation, says an alien with the stupidest looking hair ever. The bridge crew tries not to laugh. It looks like he has a dead animal on his head. It's hard to take him seriously, just like a Walmart customer. So we have to do diplomacy here, so the question is what we want to risk. Do we want to risk the crew for a random reward, or risk food for or risk a random thing for food? We're good on food, and I don't want to risk the hull getting damaged again, so I'm going to compliment his hair. Maybe we can get some hull back if we get lucky. Making it harder for your crew to keep it together and not laugh, you compliment the alien's hair. Would he be willing to share his styling tips with members of your crew? You'll happily beam over a delegation, and you're grateful for the help.
Wow.
So, yay! We have a success. Nobody has ever said that to me before. I appreciate it. Instead of attacking you, he gives you one of his wigs, which contains intellect-boosting microchips. The head of the person you tested on explodes, and it's probably okay for you to use. Wow. So we just killed a red shirt, but Captain Falcon gained 1 science point. So we literally killed a red shirt for science.
Yay.
I'm okay with that.
You monster.
All right, to the next star. Oh, hey, we can pick up a crew here. Yay. Uh-oh.
Everyone's making a bunch of Donald Trump jokes.
I noticed. You've happened upon floating debris from several vessels. It's unclear whether they were engaged in combat, fighting one another, or ambushed by some jerk pirate.
Is there any other kind of pirate?
However, further yes, Ferris. You don't know who Ferris is. That was a waste of my mouth. Mouth words. However, further scans have revealed some items of interest. We can either get a munitions crate and increase our attack, or set a hot tub and increase our bravado. I will turn this over to the fans. If you want us to grab the munitions crate, that's option 1. If you want us to grab the hot tub, that's option 2. Please let me know in the poll. Okay, the poll is closed, and during that voting session, Kalo posted this meme, which applies to us too. Picard is the best.
Never swallow live raccoons.
The fans have voted for option 2. We are grabbing the hot tub. Yes, it is a hot tub. A very advanced, top-of-the-line hot tub that outclasses your current one by a factor of 10. You install this salvage treasure in your personal quarters and install your old one in the cafeteria. You know, for morale. +1 bravado. Who wants to join me in the hot tub? Clothing is optional.
Not me.
Really?
I hate hot tubs.
Really?
I hate hot baths.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Your manufacturing robot, MK421, has constructed an exact copy of herself. She informs you that she has lots of ideas and wants to make more friends. This makes you a little uneasy. Her green eyes blink at you, awaiting your orders. So we can ask her to build a giant friend, draft a non-aggression pack, or build an army. Let's see. No matter what we do, we gain crew. We would risk food, risk fuel, or risk the hull. But our numbers are definitely in favor of bravado, so we're going to make a giant friend. Adventurous. I will comply with your request, Captain. MK begins production on a massive BFF-01 mecha companion. Nobody will mess with you once this behemoth is on your crew. Man, that is very good. We are... oh, God.
Oh, that was scary.
We have so many pluses. The BFF-01 is complete. You draft a training regimen for your new mechanical colossus, but MK interrupts. Apologetic. Biff wishes to serve in the cafeteria. Several burnt meals later, Biff takes over kitchen duty, freeing up some cadets. Lose a little food, but we've gained some crew. Cool.
Bah.
Yay! Class M planet. Ooh, we can go on an away mission. I haven't done this yet.
We have a giant mecha cafeteria lady.
You are hailed by a jerry-curled zombie in a studded red leather jacket from a nearby moon. The alien raises one sequined glove in greeting, inviting you to the surface. Are you curious enough to form an away team? Fuck yeah! Alright, so select our away team leader, fans. Out of our non-captain officers, Loretta is number 1, Gary is number 2, and Star Crush is number 3. Please let me know in the poll who you want to lead our away team. And you can see the names of our red shirts down in the bottom corners. You can see they're already lined up on the transporter. And when I saw the trailers to this game, I love the little fat red shirt who looks incredibly worried and just screamed his ass off down there. He's so adorable. And I would probably be that afraid if I was a red shirt as well. I would be terrified.
I like how one of them is named Scooter.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably the green dude. I would bet. Maybe. Who knows. Okay, the fans have voted that we are taking Crud Star Crush to the planet.
Yay!
The yellow-eyed leader, Jackson, greets you. Because of course his name is Jackson. The Pop Zombies' entire society has been built around a single Earth transmission from the year 1983. Leather-clad zombies look at you expectantly. What will you do next? You're gonna follow Jackson's lead. Crud Star Crush suggests that this moon deserves a closer look, and you agree. You give the order to explore and follow the strange Jackson character. As the away team ambles along, Jackson, king of the Pop Zombies, asks a favor of your crew. Would they act as extras in a soft drink commercial he's filming? There will be cool pyrotechnics and everything. It'll be perfectly safe. So I'll leave that to the fans to decide. Do we do the commercial or do we politely decline? Option 1 and option 2. We are not going to beam back up, so don't bother with option 3 because I want to see this to its conclusion regardless of where it goes. Essentially, if we do the commercial, we risk a random thing for another random thing. Politely decline, who knows where that goes, but it looks like nothing is at risk. And immediately someone picks option 3. Because at some point, I think we've got another troll in the chat, which is fine. All right, the fans have voted to do the commercial. During a pyrotechnical malfunction, Jackson and Star Crush are injured on the set. Star Crush better appreciates the danger of pyrotechnic displays from now on, and attempts to press on. He gains 1 tactics but loses 1 hit point. As they explore the moon, your team finds a creepy abandoned amusement park. It's probably unsafe, but it looks oddly inviting. As the team ventures toward it, a menacing horde of abandoned llamas charges from the trees nearby.
What?
Llama battle! The team, having trained for this exact situation in the academy, gets in a formation, sets its phasers to stun, and each person aims at 1 llama. Ready, aim, fire! Yeah, so these 8, if it lands on there, one of our red shirts die. Oh, but we had a critical success! The stunned llamas fall to the ground. Huh, that was anticlimactic. Llama burgers for everyone! Tons of food and a bravado. You encounter a sidewalk where some of the tiles light up. They appear to form a pattern. Crud Star Crush considers their options. Okay, do we solve the puzzle or jump over the sidewalk? That's option 1 and 2. Please let me know in the poll.
Let's punch it.
What do you want to do? You want to punch the...
Yeah, that worked the last time.
You want to punch the sidewalk?
Yes.
I don't think punching a sidewalk is going to work, even if your name is Crud Star Crush. Okay, the fans have tied between option 1 and 3, so I'm picking option 1 to break it. We're going to solve the puzzle. With a few scrapes, your crew dances on the sidewalk until the tiles light up exactly in the right pattern. Jackson hosts a special reception with traditional beverages only served to those who can get down. It tastes strangely like fuel. Gross. I wonder if this does go on forever, so I suppose I should keep the third option open in the next one. Alright, Jackson faces the away team and informs Crud Star Crush that it is customary for all new arrivals to participate in a dance-off. Those who succeed will be rewarded handsomely, those who fail, not so much. So our only good option here is dance attack. The team gets into formation and commences a choreographed dance attack. You're gonna get served, bitch! Oh yeah, I'm like, why do we only have 7? I forgot we just lost a crew member. Oh god. Though they fight to stay alive, their bodies start to shiver. No mere mortal can survive this. You have to appreciate that the crew gave it their best. The pop zombies are really cool. It's clear they don't understand the context of the transmission they've built their entire civilization around. Should Crud Star Crush tell Jackson? Do we tell Jackson the truth or keep it secret? Option 1 or option 2? Poll is closed and the fans have chosen to tell Jackson the truth. Your officer explains the context of the video their society is built on. Jackson asks, why? Why? They answer, it's human nature. After thinking a while, Jackson decides the information doesn't matter. They like things exactly as is. Aw, that's kind of nice.
Yay.
That's an object lesson for all of us. Oh, okay, I guess we are done now. Farewell party. Despite any differences, both your team and the pop zombies have enjoyed your visit. As you prepare to leave their moon, your new friends throw you a super fun farewell party and send you packing with lots of leftovers. What swell zombies! So we get 5 of our crew back, since they survived, and 45 noms.
Yay!
Yay! That was very successful. Good job, everybody. That's all you guys in the chat. Good job. Alright, moving on to the asteroid belt. We still have a hull crisis, and we're going to need food soon. You've encountered a gravestone. Sensors indicate that there is some sort of floating memorial nearby. Your navigator asks if you want to make the short detour and check it out, of course.
Are we going grave tipping?
Yes. Bubbly Oasis. She hugged a space weasel and paid the ultimate price for friendship.
That's what happens when you eat a raccoon.
Exactly. I like this. I kind of hope that you can actually make gravestones if your crew explodes, because that's Oregon Trail. It's a nice little reference. Homage. At the bottom of the gravestone are explicit instructions to burn this gravestone after reading it. You shrug and feed the entire gravesteroid your warp core. That's surprisingly effective fuel. That's awesome! 100 fuel. That's greatly timed. Bam! Now we are in much better shape. Another fine day aboard the Indestructible 2. You nod to your passing crew, recognizing each of them. Except one. You can't seem to recall his name. In fact, you're sure you've never seen him before. You've picked up a stowaway. Well, we're gonna promote the stowaway since we have 8 friggin' bravado. You admire his gumption almost as much as you admire your own gumption. In fact, he reminds you of you, the highest form of flattery. Yes, we all need to mimic PyroFalkon. I don't know. God, I can't even say that because it makes me feel douchey. You beckon the stowaway over and immediately promote him to your assistant. Oh, look at all those pluses. We only have a 1 in 12 chance of getting a crit fail. Oh God! Okay. Don't scare me like that, probability drive. Besides his appetite, he makes a wonderful assistant. You've never felt so productive before. You're not entirely sure what he does, but he seems stressed out all the time, so he's probably doing good work. Nice. Alright, now we have 3 options for continuing. We can go to a Class O star, another Class O star where we can get some fuel, or a Green Nebula where we can get a mystery reward. So option 1, Class O star with a mystery reward. Option 2, Class O star with a fuel reward. Option 3, Green Nebula with a mystery reward. Please choose one of those in the poll. Okay, we have a 3-way tie for our next path, so I will choose. We're good on food, so we don't need to go, or... Oh, wait, yeah, it's fuel. I would rather go for a mystery reward just in case we can get some haul. So I'm going to choose the Green Nebula. Crisis lost keys. After making first contact with the Turgans, you return to your personal shuttle and realize you've lost your keys. Your whole life is on that keychain. Your comm tag, keys to the shuttle, and your Omega Save-A-Lot, or your Omega Mart Save-A-Lot Club key tag. This is bad. Pound on the hull of the shuttle, or ask the Turgans for help. Since both require the same number, the same stat, and both have the same rewards, I will turn it over to our... Are you guys my red shirts? Are you guys my Blazing Hawk red shirts? Option 1, pound on the hull. Option 2, ask the Turgans for help. Please choose one of those 2 options. The poll is closed, and the fans have chosen we pound on the hull of the shuttle. You have no keys and can't call anyone. Someone's got to be inside the shuttle. You start pounding on the outside of the hull, or the outside hull of the small ship, hoping someone will hear you and investigate. 50-50 shot. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, not crit. Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
The crew hears you. Yay! They lower the front door right onto your head. Why did you pound directly on the door and not a porthole? You don't remember. In fact, you don't remember much of anything right now. Pretty colors. Aww. So we lose 2 points of tactics and a point of science, which in a way is good because those are our worst stats, but it's not great. We lost a hit point too. At least it was my head. Nothing important. Swing to the Class U star. HR reports that all your unpaid internships have expired. Interns make up most of the crew, and without them, the ship will go dark. Worse, no one will bring you your morning coffee. You're about to leave by shuttle. How do you respond? Alright, so diplomacy is our best stat of those 3. We would gain crew at the cost of food, and we have plenty of food to give. Automate their jobs is crap. Extend their internship by force. We will gain crew or lose crew. May as well go with the first one. Not only is that our best number, but we have food to spare. If you can't just reframe the benefits a little, you might be able to convince the departing crew that their old internships are shiny new jobs. One by one, you call the interns into your quarters to discuss the terms. Man, that's one of those phrases that like just has so many negative implications. Come into my office and we can discuss terms. That could be anything from naughty fun to murder to literally discussing terms of a contract. It turns out the ex-interns are really low maintenance. Their only real demand is a nicer meal once in a while. You can spare that. The word of your generosity spreads far and wide, and actually attracts new interns. We gain 5 crew, the cost of 3 food. That's definitely a very good trade-off.
Yay!
I think we are going to make it. Now I've just cursed us, haven't I? While finishing a meal in the cafeteria, you spy a book underneath one of the tables. Upon closer inspection, it appears to be Tad's private journal. You should probably return it, but Tad is infamous for being kind of a jerk. I will leave this decision up to our red shirts in the chat. Do we return it to Tad for option 1 or study the obelisk's construction? What?
What?
Why do I have a feeling that's a bug? Anyway, the first option will get us diplomacy, second option will get us science. Study the obelisk's construction. I mean, I guess that means read his journal. It just has such a weird phrasing to it. Anyway, but those are our options. Go ahead and let me know in the polls what you want us to do. Right at the last second, the fans have chosen option 1. We return the diary to Tad. Despite the temptations of the juicy dirt contained within, you take the high road and close the book. You can't find Tad anywhere nearby, so you return it to his quarters. +1 diplomacy. Yay! Moving on. Galaxy Force supply ship. When you enter the star system, you're hailed by a Galaxy Force long-distance supply ship. The pilot lets you know that she's been given authority to trade with you should you choose. She also mentions their trek has been incredibly boring. Okay. I don't need the hit point, and I don't want to risk the hull, so I'm not going to rest. However, I will talk to her. The pilot brushes her hair to the side and grins at you. Yeah, alright. What you looking for? Let's trade for resources, see if I can do anything with the hull. I don't have any credits, so I can't. That sucks. What if we do upgrades? The pilot looks you over. Well, we can sure look into upgrading your ship. What are you interested in? Nothing. I just want the hull to go up. Okay, so I guess we don't need anything here. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Time to leave. You apologize to the pilot. You don't have time to stop and chat. There's a galaxy to explore. The pilot sighs and continues on her long journey. Okay, heading to the Green Nebula. I think this is the last, major section of stuff, and then we'll be there. You've been boarded! Oh, great. It's the inebriated galactic mooch, the Kapalaka, the Kapalka. Hey, Captain. Let's get this party starting. I'm super hungry. What's for dinner? Oh, wait. Let's go to Kepler Burger it. So we have 3 options. Ugh. Get him out of here. Or, hey, the Kapalka got your invite. Or, let's lure him into the fuel vats. I kind of want to pick that just to be a dick, but math says that he got our invite.
Not him again.
Wait, you invited the Kapalka? You actually like this guy? He's an obnoxious mooch who never shuts up about the dumbest stuff. You're on your own, Captain. He's just... ugh. But look at how many pluses or check marks we get. It's only a 1 in 12 chance we're gonna crit fail. Oh god. Yay! Oh, I have heart attacks every time that happens. It's been a while, Captain. It's been a while, Captain. Hey, let's raid your fridge and build a death ray. The two of you set off on your immature adventure. Hours later, you succeed? That's not possible. I guess you got lucky, Captain. Wow. 100 fuel and 1 attack with a little loss of food. That's excellent.
Nice.
We're doing so much better than I did on my run. Yeah, look at how close we are to the goal. Okay, the fans have chosen to go to option 2. Our Class O
we didn't get to
star.
go to the blue one.
We didn't get to go to the blue one. If you voted for the blue one, you were the only one who voted for the blue one.
Lame. You guys are lame. You guys are lame.
You report to the bridge in the morning. You report to the bridge in the morning, but are the only one there. Your bridge crew are all inside their quarters, crying. Apparently, your ship has been hit with a particularly virulent space strain of imposter syndrome. So we can swap out that sniveling crew or reassure your bridge crew. Looking at the numbers, we have percentage-wise less food than crew. And we are so close to the end that our crew count really doesn't matter. So I'm going to reassure our bridge crew.
Bah.
Oh, the poor bridge crew. You can relate. We've all felt like that. You reassure the crew to make them feel better. What an odd coincidence considering what I was just talking about. Not that if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not going to know because I just cut it all. But it's an interesting coincidence that that's what came up.
Come to the streams.
Exactly. You load up on energy drinks and give them a rousing motivational speech. It works! They'll stay! You have a feast to celebrate, but the energy drinks have made you kind of hard to talk to. Wait, what?
Because you're...
Oh, because I'm all jittery and shit? Okay, I get it.
Hey. Do we have any more of those? Do we? I need another. I need it!
So we're Space Corps at this point? Alright, so we can go to the Orange Nebula next for a mystery reward or a Class U star for a crew reward. Please select one of those two options in the poll.
One of our neighbors already has their Christmas shit out.
So?
I just looked out and saw it. That's nuts.
It's stupid, but it's the way the country goes.
It's the Ides of November. Good God.
It's the way the country goes now.
Christ.
All right, the fans have chosen option 1. We are heading to the Orange Nebula.
Yay!
Oh boy. Booked solid. One of your officers took the time to reorganize your bookmarks on your personal console. Now you'll be able to pull up Galactopedia pages even faster. Neat. Thank you, Crud Star Crush. Wow, you're ugly, but my god, you're useful.
I like how he's learning more about tactics.
He is. He's smart. Dog gone. A scientist in the medical bay tests a new intelligence serum on his dog. The dog now walks on 2 legs, talks, and has become the most intelligent being on the ship. Some people even think the dog would make a better captain. Ruh-roh. Alright, so looking at the numbers, commission the dog as a science officer is our better bet, especially since only the crew is at risk.
Only the crew.
We have 28 crew. Fuck them. You make the dog an advising officer on the science team, realizing it means that one of the other scientists now has to work for his own dog. Well, that's his problem. We'll see how that goes. Apparently the fans are freaking out that the neighbors have put up Christmas stuff already.
See?
But, I mean, guys, I work at Walmart. We had Christmas stuff in August.
Well, that's Walmart.
True. I do remember as a kid we didn't put Christmas stuff up until the day after Thanksgiving. But now it's as early as possible. Anyway.
We didn't do it until the 15th, just out of efficiency.
Of November or December?
December.
The dog is brilliant, but needs a lot of training in interpersonal protocol before he's capable of doing his job without just barking orders at everyone. Haha, puns. You write a reference for Galaxy Force Academy, where the dog enrolls as a cadet. Yay! And we gain a diplomacy point. Woot. Okay. Option 1, asteroid belt with a fuel reward. Option 2, Class B star with a food reward. And please remember that if we pick option 2, we can get to the goal a little faster. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter, because if you pick option 1, then we can still get to the goal in 2 turns.
We'll just have
or
room
something.
To go somewhere else.
Oh, no, it'll be... Yeah, if we go to option 1, it's actually pointless. Unless you just want to keep going, which is fine. Either way, that's what you guys are here for. Kalos says Black Friday is not happening in the UK anymore? Really? What, is it against the law, or is it...
They're just not having deals, I guess.
I do know that Walmart is actually cutting down its deals. Like, we don't have as many things in the ads as we used to. And I know a bunch of stores are starting to rebel and closing on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. But the big retailers here in the States are continuing, and that's Walmart, Target, Meijer, and to a lesser extent, Kmart, Sears. They are all staying open and all have Black Friday specials. And we were actually talking about that, us being Walmart associates, we're talking about that one of those 4 are going to have to close on Thanksgiving and Black Friday before the others close on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And frankly, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Unless the consumers decide to stay the hell home, which is honestly the best option. But who am I to dictate other people's behavior?
Black Friday gets too crazy.
Because if I wanted to dictate other people's behavior, I'd have 10 goddamn million subscribers like Markiplier. Anyway, the fans have chosen option 1. We are going to the asteroid belt for a fuel reward. But first, sensors indicate that there is some sort of floating memorial nearby. Okay, yeah, let's pay our respects to it again. Magion again. Magion. He came, he saw, he wasn't missed. By the plasma cannon. Cute.
Wow.
You read the gravestone aloud and hear a gasp from one of the crew. You are later informed that what you said was highly offensive in Fabulan culture. Not cool, Captain.
Fight me.
The Wrath of Kang. You awaken from your daily cryo nap to find that someone has disabled your ship. Suddenly, you are hailed by disgraced ex-Galaxy Force Commander General Evelyn Kang. Greetings, Captain. Going somewhere.
Is she a
She's
sister or
cute.
cousin of Lord Voldemort Kang?
What?
Lord Voldemort Kang from Choice of the Deathless.
Oh, I forgot about. God, I need to pick that game up again.
It's
Or
so
the
much
sequel,
fun.
rather. Okay, so we can challenge her to chess, to combat, or trial by science. Our best number is to single combat. Kang agrees, and you begin taping up your hands for the impending clash. You'll get your ship back online and capture one of the Galaxy Force's most wanted in a single fight. Let's rumble!
Why do I get the feeling if you fail, you get a bridge dropped on you?
Well, even though I had another little heart attack, we won't know that. Things look grim, but you rally, using her incredible strength against her. You hurl her into your ship's main airlock. Now that you have the upper hand, you get some new, less treacherous terms. Your ship works, and it's full of fuel.
Yay!
That's not full, that's like 40%, but whatever. Okay, so once again to the
It has the blues.
chatters.
Ah!
Class B star for a fuel reward, Class B star for a food reward, and that's it. Option 1 or Option 2. Please choose, and that'll be our last encounter, unless we have a red alert halfway there. Regardless, Option 1 or Option 2. And catching up on comments, Kalo says ASDA, also known as Walmart in the UK, is not doing it anymore because customers feel held hostage to shopping on one-day deals. So they have stopped doing it and are just doing all their deals all the way to Christmas instead. That's excellent. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think here in the United States any of the 4 retailers will stop until the customers feel the same way. But the problem is here in the US, we have jackasses who show up to Black Friday literally because they like the competition. Which, honestly, I can't think of a more perfect example of,
Everything that's wrong in America?
yes. It's one of the most American stories ever that we would compete to spend the most money on corporations that don't need that much money. So, for shit that we probably aren't going to use in less than a year. The only deal that I ever remember really going after is literally the TV I am playing this on, because it was my first high-def TV. And Walmart actually had a deal that day where we could get a 32-inch TV for like $180, and I considered it, and after I clocked off of work, I felt like, because that sale was going to start 2 hours after I clocked off, so I'm like, okay, if I'm in the building anyway, and if I'm feeling okay after my shift, I will stick around for that TV. So I clocked out for the shift, and I was friggin' exhausted, and I looked, and then we had people everywhere in the building, so I'm like, fuck this, I'm going home. So I went home, came back the next day, that TV sold out, but then they had a different 32-inch TV for only $20 more. And I'm like, you know what? It was worth $20 not standing here for 2 to 3 hours with 1,000 people around me. And I'm very happy with this TV, and it's lasted me many years, and it's still nice and going strong. So, fuck Black Friday. All right, so the poll has closed. It's a two-way tie between the two. We have more food than we have fuel, so I will head to the fuel reward.
I like how everyone voted for option 3.
I wasn't going to say that, but yes, they did.
Including me! Ha!
You meet a veteran Galaxy Force soldier in a shuttle. Apparently, she's on her way to teach some of the new cadets about offensive and defensive strategies. After some friendly chatting, she's curious about how you would approach combat situations. So those of you in the chat, how do we approach combat situations? The best defense is good offense, or the best defense is a good defense? Option 1 or Option 2? Please let me know in the poll. Tink says, notice how we fight over things, over the things we give thanks for the day before. Yes, especially given the fact that Walmart and I think all of the other big 4 retailers are starting on Thanksgiving Day now. So, in fact, I believe the first sale at Walmart this year is at 6 p.m. which means you haven't finished digesting your Thanksgiving dinner when you're in line beating the shit out of each other for $4 hand towels. I don't know. It's dumb. I hate Black Friday. And there are things that I don't say, even though I know my audience is small. I don't want to insult my place of business, and there are office politics and other things that, like, it'd be silly to just vent about, which is why sometimes I talk very generically, and because no one really needs to hear it. And even if Walmart has this very, like, I doubt they'll ever watch any of these videos, but you never know, and I want to protect myself. But that said, I think I can safely say that I hate Black Friday, because 99% of the associates do too, for the same reason. Sucks, we hate it, and a lot of us don't get to have Thanksgiving dinner, or whatevs. I'm lucky-ish that I actually never go anywhere. I don't have any family other than my mom, and my mom goes to her mom's for Thanksgiving, so I never have any family to have Thanksgiving with. So for me, Thanksgiving's just another day. So is Christmas, so is my birthday, so is basically every holiday. I don't go anywhere. It's just another day of the week. So I always
Except home cooking.
I always do volunteer to work whenever they want me to on holidays, because fuck it. And if I sacrifice, so to speak, my hours and take those prime hours, then that allows my coworkers to not take those prime hours, and they can actually enjoy time with their family. So on Thanksgiving, I've got a pretty rough morning scheduled, but it is what it is, and my coworkers get to actually enjoy their meals, so it makes me happy. And we have a two-way tie once again. It doesn't really matter since we're right next to the end, but I tend to prefer min-maxing, so the best defense is a good offense. We can get attack up to 6. The veteran grins. A tried and true method. Let me show you some attack patterns that'll make your enemy's head spin and then blow up. The stuff she shows you is elegantly brutal.
Hot.
All right. Oh, an ancient... I thought that was the event there. I didn't realize that was an interruption. An ancient, planet-eating doomsday robo-destroyer has suddenly come to life nearby. According to legend, it's nigh unstoppable. All right, we don't want to risk the hull, so we're not picking option blue. And I don't want to risk the hull, so I'm not going to pick option yellow either. So we're going to pick green, especially since that's our best number, since at worst we're going to lose some crew. Hail the nearby planets for help in stopping it.
We found our Reaper ship.
You send out a general request to the nearby star systems for whatever aid anyone might offer. All right, we only have a 1 in 4 chance of... Yay! The locals arrive on the scene and join you in battle against the robo-destroyer. Although many ships take heavy casualties, you save the day together. You're given a modest sum of fuel as thanks.
Yay!
All right, only one option left, and we are out of... You encountered a gravestone. The 3 threes of space. 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 minutes without internet.
And that's what killed her.
Yup. The gravestone disarms you. Like, literally. Your weapon explodes into 1,000 pieces in its holster. Those things are expensive to replace. That's okay. And done. Mission successful, everybody!
Yay!
Congratulations, Captain Falcon. I love that it's in quotes. I'm just some private who lucked into the position. You have successfully traversed the Wilkie May in a most daring expedition. Galaxy Force honors you with the title Admirable Double Agent. Yay! We only lost 4 people. 3 of them on the away team, right? Got down too hard. Nice. And we did good, everybody. We did good. We navigated it together. You can see Captain Falcon doing the Cabbage Patch down there in the viewport while Uhura is still beating the shit out of her console. And we did good. We did great. I'm so happy. So we gained a medal, and we would have unlocked this had we not already when I tested this out. But this game was a lot of fun. And fans are asking for... the after party, and my throat is shot, so I just might do that. So thank you all very much for watching. Remember, you can pick this game up on Steam for, I believe, only $10. The link is in the video description, and we may revisit this game in the future because there's still 5 missions to go. This was a blast. I don't want to play this again by myself, or rather I do, but it'll be more fun with you guys. And if you join us on the streams every Sunday at 8 p.m. at hitbox.tv/PyroFalkon LPE, you can play with us, join in the conversation, help determine our path through the cosmos, and hopefully let... Oh god, I had something to say, but I had too much spit in my mouth.
Ew.
Yeah. Then help Crud Star Crusher get... I don't know, I lost it. Whatever. But it was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this game, or if you have suggestions for games to play on the stream. Remember, I still read every comment, because I like you. Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe?
Circle Y. Circle Y! Like to circle Y.
Nicely done. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and we will see you next week for another stream.
See you guys later. Oh god, oh god. I think that raccoon's coming up.